Oliver is a Great Western engine. He was found by Douglas escaping from scrap with his brake van towed. That was a long time ago, as now Oliver helps Duck to run his branch line. It runs from the big station along the coast towards the sea. Oliver, like any engine, does his best to be really useful, but I'm sorry to say that sometimes he can be a bit overconfident. One day, as Oliver was waiting at the station with Toad, he heard a strange squawking sound.
What on earth is that? Are your brakes stiff, Toad?
No, Mr. Oliver. My God had them oiled just last night.
Well, I never. Look at that.
Hanging outside the station was a cage. Inside the cage fluttered a brightly coloured creature. Oliver found it to be most intriguing. That night, he told Duck about it in the shed.
It's blue and green with red stripes, and it's got a yellow pointed nose with a sort of funnel thing on top of its head. My driver says that it talks.
Why doesn't it ask to come out of its cage then?
It's a parrot. Your driver is quite right, Oliver. Some parrots can talk, and this is one of them.
Who owns it?
It belongs to the station master's father. He was a sailor who brought the parrot back from foreign lands. I believe this breed is from South America.
The parrot's name was Cocky. He was put outside on fine days, of course, but he quickly became a favourite with the railway staff. He didn't seem to mind the sudden noises that the engines made either. Duck and Oliver listened carefully whenever they had the chance. But try as they might, they never heard Cocky say a single word.
No offence to my driver, but I don't believe his words, and I don't believe he can talk. All that silly bird does is shriek and flap about.
Oh, and I thought you'd like birds, Duck, after you laid an egg.
You know full well that Donald was playing a joke on me. Besides, his own Duck Dilly doesn't do that stuff, but at least she's friendly.
Oh, come on, Duck. You have to admit that was excellent.
Oh, be quiet and get back to work.
Oh, all right then, bird brain.
The next morning, Oliver was waiting for Bertie the bus to bring him his passengers. Bertie was running late, and Oliver was getting impatient.
What's taking that bus so long? I can't be late for Henry's train. He's bound to complain.
Patience, Oliver. Bertie will be here soon.
At last, Bertie arrived.
Sorry I'm late, Oliver. There was an issue at the crossing.
Was it a hole in the road like last time?
No, it was worse than that. I was on my way to the station, but the road was blocked by the work crews. Then I had to go another way all around it. That's why I'm late.
And you always say we engines have an excuse for laziness.
Without another word, Bertie rolled away, offended. The passengers quickly got into Oliver's coaches. Oliver waited for the guard to blow his whistle and wave his green flag, when he and his driver heard a sudden noise.
That's odd. The platform's empty, but the guard isn't there. Only one there is Cocky. The guard must be in his van already. All right, come on, Oliver. Let's see if we can make up some of the lost time.
Right then, off we go.
They had a good run, and Oliver was having the time of his life. The wind blew against his funnel as he sped down the line. But when they reached Knapford, Oliver was very surprised.
Where's Henry? Surely he should be here by now.
Hello, Oliver. You're here early.
Early, sir.
That's right, you're 20 minutes ahead of schedule.
Oliver was very puzzled. But he wasn't for much longer, as the guard came up to him, looking very cross.
Oliver, whatever were you up to? Next time, wait for my signal before you go, please. You might have caused an accident.
I'm sorry, sir, but there was a whistle.
He's right. We all heard it. We thought you were already in your van.
But I was in my van when you started. I was stacking boxes and you made them fall off when you dashed off like that.
Wait a minute. I think it was Cocky. He must have learned how to imitate the guard's whistle.
They soon found out he was right. When Oliver arrived back, he could hear Cocky sounding just like the guard's whistle.
Oh dear, I hope no one noticed.
Well, well, well. Fancy being fooled by a bird, eh, Oliver? With my egg and your parrot, I think that makes us quits, don't you? Not able to squawk something out, Oliver?
Oliver puffed away in embarrassment. For a long time afterwards, Oliver was touchy on the subject of birds, especially when the others would tease him about it. But since then, Oliver had learned not to make the same mistake again.